What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lyndon Britt from successwithlyndon.com, also the founder of Home Run Marketing, where we cover all bases of your business. And today on Tips and Two with Lyndon, let's talk a little bit about something we call integrity. All right, so while Facebook is actually building up my audience, I want to say hello and personally greet everyone that hops on this thing live. If you happen to be watching the recording, thank you for hopping in. Appreciate you. Let me know when you come in where you're viewing from. I myself am here from this sunny winter in Dallas, Texas. I'm enjoying this 60+ degree weather in the middle of winter. This is wonderful. Anyways, a little bit about integrity. Let me know what integrity means to you. What does integrity mean to you? Type that in the comments. Let me know. Give me a little feedback. I want to hear back from you today. Let me know exactly what's going on in your world and how things are working for you, and what integrity really means to you. All right, but before we get started, I want to give you a little bit about myself. Lyndon Britt. For those of y'all that don't know me, also nickname known to a lot of people. They tell me leave this out, but I love telling people this because I'm me. Nickname is Pee Wee. Anyways, I got my start in marketing at the age of 19 years old, simply because very young, I wanted to figure out ways to be able to grow my bank account. I wanted to make money. And what better way than to work? I started working at the age of 16. By the age of 19, I kind of got a little money hungry and enjoyed actually making my own money. And what happened, I ended up working 3 jobs at one time. Got my own apartment, got my own car and all that kind of good stuff, and started working 3 jobs. And one day, when I was literally less than about 10 seconds from my house, I had 2 turns and I was about to park, fell asleep behind the wheel. Ran right into a parked car. And fortunately, I wasn't hurt. The only thing was just a little soreness from getting hit. But, I mean, soreness from the impact. And that was about it. Well, only thing about that really hurt me, I didn't have insurance. So my car was gone. I had to start all over. So now, I'm trying to figure out how I can still manage working 3 jobs without a car. I had nothing to pay for. I had no money to pay for anything. I wouldn't think in my head smart enough to actually save the money. So I happened to be at one of the jobs, and I was introduced to network marketing from a friend of mine, and he told me I need to check something out. And I went in, I checked out the company, and I loved what I heard. I was instantly drawn in by that, and little did I know that there was a lot more to actually become successful in network marketing than we're going to get your family, talk to all your friends, and all of a sudden within the next 30 days you're going to be making $5,000 to $10,000 because they're all going to join us. I didn't have any real training to know how to grow a business. So at the age of 19, going on 20 years old, I got introduced to the real world of network marketing, trying to figure out, there are things that you need to figure out in order to grow a successful business. What's going on, Mr. Michael? Appreciate you hopping in here, man. But I went on and off trying to figure out, hey, which company can bring me success? And I jumped from company to company to company, thinking it was a company that was going to get me success, and it wasn't. It was actually me. Little while ago, couple of years ago, I got introduced to a platform that introduced me to attraction marketing, which means you're actually attracting people to you to introduce your opportunity or whatever it is that you want to introduce to someone else. And it actually has people coming to you. And yes, that had actually completely changed my business from the fact of me going to trying to recruit my entire family and friends. So that was just a little bit on me. I'm not going to go too much into depth about that story. You see, I'm talking about you, man. I think we've all been through a lot of that. It got to the point where family was running from me because they knew, like, look, it was another business he doing, another business. But anyways, today, that was a little bit about me. But attraction marketing actually changed a lot of things in my business because of the education I actually received on how to actually grow a business. And today, once again, it really ties in with integrity, what we're going to talk about. Now, integrity. What does integrity mean to you? Now, I'm not talking about the actual definition. A lot of people go put the definition, copy and paste and stuff like that. What does integrity actually mean to you? Integrity, to me, in the sake for my business and stuff like that, is actually doing what you say you're going to do. Integrity to me means actually doing what you say you're going to do. So, for instance, How many times have we actually told ourselves or someone else that we're gonna lose weight? We're gonna start working out every day. I'm gonna start eating better. I'm gonna start doing more of this with my business. I'm gonna start talking to 30 people a day with my business and tell them about my business opportunity. I'm gonna start. There's a lot I'm gonna start. But when it really comes down to it, a lot of times we dwindle off after a short amount of time, and we don't end up following through on those things. Now, what is that? Does integrity have a time limit? Does integrity have a time frame? Do you put integrity and say, okay, I'm going to do this for a specific time. I'm really going to be in. I'm going to do this. Integrity is doing what you say you're going to do at any given point. Now, what really made me think, I was actually listening to a speaker the other day, and it really resonated and made a whole bunch of sense, is that when you speak about integrity, a lot of people get to thinking of what you tell others. Integrity has a lot to do with yourself as well. And hearing this message was actually an eye-opener to me. Integrity has a lot to do with what you tell yourself as well. I want you to think about something. When you tell yourself, I'm going to start eating better, or I'm going to start working out, and within a week's time, you're not working out, and then you find yourself gouging out on food that you know you don't need to eat. That's an integrity within the self, a self-integrity type of situation. How do you feel when you actually fail yourself? When you actually don't do what you tell yourself? Can you actually think that people will believe what you tell them you're going to do, especially if they know that you realize, or they realize or they pay attention to the fact that you're not even doing the things that you said you was going to do for yourself? It becomes very difficult to remain to have that integrity with other people if you don't have it with yourself. It's easy to fall backwards when it comes to things like that. And when he said that made a whole bunch of sense to me, because it's a lot of times we as individuals, business owners, people in general, we tell ourselves that we're going to do something and we don't do it. Does that make us a liar? Especially if you can have full intentions of really doing it. You can have complete intention of really doing it and you don't do it. Does that make you a liar? That's what I say. If people realize this, how would they view you? If you tell somebody you're going to do something, do it. Hey, I'm going to give you a call. See, I made the mistake a couple of times of doing something like that, where I told somebody I was going to do something, and I still had something come up. Guess what? I could have still made time. Look, I won't be able to do it. How about I give you a call right now? How about I go and do this right now? Because I won't be able to. I've got a situation that just come. Emergencies happen. I understand that. But if it's something that can be avoidable, something that can happen, that can wait, or that can be delayed, you just find an excuse not to do what you said you're going to do. Period. I give you a prime example. Just an example of me. See, I love to be transparent with everybody. I told the person I was going to call them at a particular time, and I had something come up at that particular time. I could have still called them while I was doing that, but rather than face the distraction, like, look, if I get this person a call, I'm going to have distraction from noise in the background. I'm going to have this and that. So I just told them, look, I'm going to give you a call a little bit later. I've got this. Then they come down and be like, hey, man, I actually got this. Can I give you a call tomorrow? And then what happens? Eventually, you push that time back to be like, this person be like, hey, this person isn't serious. I think I'll go find somebody else to work with. I think I'll go find somebody else to deal with. Somebody that actually wants to help me. So integrity holds a lot. You can find one person, if you tell the truth and do, no matter how small, how minuscule, whatever you want to call it, how small that may be, if you do what you say you're going to do at a particular time, especially when you said you're going to do it, you can earn the respect of just about anybody. Think about someone that you tell, hey, I'll do this. I'll be there. Hey, I'll help you move. Hey, I'll help you get this. Hey, I'll help you figure this out. You having trouble with your autoresponder. You having trouble with your CRM. Hey, you having trouble trying to figure out how to get leads. Hey, I'll show you this one thing. And you actually do it. Do you realize the trust factor that's actually built up right there? That shows you to be a person with integrity in their eyes. It really showed you to be a person of integrity in their eyes. So what happens when you do something like that and they be like, look, I know if he said he's going to do it. And now what happens if you do it several times? If you begin to make a habit and this person like, hey, do you mind showing me this? Hey, all right, let me give you something. Try to look it up for this. Do this for yourself. And if you can't find it, if you really just cannot find it, I will show you how to do it. You give them the person to do, give them the opportunity to do some work. Don't just let everybody lie on you. Be like, hey, do this for me, do this for me, do this for me. Be sure you don't do that. Be sure you're letting the folks work for themselves, no matter what it is. But if you do what you say you're going to do, you gain that trust factor. How much easier do you think it'll be to grow your business if you can get people to listen to you because they already trust you, because they already know you're going to come through with what you say you're going to do? Now, let's think long term. A lot of people say, I've got goals. I've got things that I want to get accomplished. And you said, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to do it. Excuse me. And you say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you got so many people that throw these goals out. But what happens is they say, I want to do it before the end of the year. But before the end of the year comes, they've already changed their mind. They changed their goals. They changed their things. Change. If you say you're going to do it, regardless of how long it takes, do it. Heard a call this morning from one of my guys that I love listening to, a mentor of mine. And he said someone asked him, how long will it take me to be successful by using this platform? How long will it take me to be successful in marketing when I do these things? And his response is, it doesn't matter. What does it matter? If your ultimate goal is to try to make it to this point, to whatever point it may be, what difference does it make how long it takes you to get there? Why do you have a time frame on it? If you wanted to make, and he used example, if you wanted to make it $10,000 a month, does it matter if it happened to you 3 months from now, or if it took you 5 years to do it, as long as you did it? The objective is to do whatever you need to, as long as you need to do it until you reach that goal. Because what happens, if you don't reach that goal and you quit, the first thing you say it doesn't work, of course it doesn't work because you quit. It works. No matter what business is, no matter what opportunity you're doing. And that keeps it, and that's why a lot of people don't have integrity. And this is not to say everybody's situation is the same, but that's a reason why a lot of people don't hold that integrity with family or friends, because they see a particular person jumping from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Like, oh, he said he was going to be big in this business. Oh, then he joined and he went and got that business. Then he said he was going to be successful and he joined that one. There's no integrity in that. There's no building relationships. There's no building a trust factor, because if they're a person that really considers wanting to do a business, they won't join you because they don't want to do thing after thing after thing after thing. They want to do, I'm like, I want to do this one thing and I want to become successful at this. I want to become successful at this. So you have to, if you really want it to happen, you have to make it happen. Hold yourself accountable. Build that integrity with yourself. See, that this, a lot of people that, like I said, they really don't hold that integrity within themselves, but they think they can hold that integrity with others. I can tell others I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, but when I tell myself I'm not going to eat those Oreos and I'm going to eat grilled chicken, next thing I know I'm over here snacking on Oreos. I can only eat one. I can get away with eating one. I can get away with eating two. Think about how that makes you feel, because at the moment, you're hitting that moment of satisfaction, like, oh, this is so good, oh, this is so good. Because this happened to me every year when I say I'm going to do something. And it's easy for me to lose weight when I really start pushing, which is typically around baseball season. Now's the time for me to kick it in. So I use this as an example because I know how this is. But it's easy for you to get that gratification right there, that momentary gratification, just to be satisfied with eating that one cookie, because you can go back to eating grilled chicken later. But when you're done eating, when you're done doing that thing that you said you weren't going to do, that pleased you for that particular moment, I don't care what it is in your life. Think about that. Whatever it is in your life that you said you wasn't going to do, but you did it for that 1 second and it pleased you, made you happy. How did you feel when you got done? How did it make you feel on the inside when you got done? You just like, man, I said I wasn't going to do that and I did it anyway. You instantly feel like a failure, which starts the backtracking process of, I'm falling back into the habit of. And a lot of people feel I can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I can't do it. But you can. Begin to build that integrity within yourself, and then the integrity with others will be so much easier. Because if you can tell yourself that you're going to do something, you do it for you, it's easy to tell someone else you're going to do it for them, and you actually do it. Building that trust factor. All right, so that was a message of integrity today. I hope you got some great value of it, value from it. And I'll tell you one thing that I plan on doing. And know what I just said. Understand what I just said. don't say anything. If you're gonna do something, just do it. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. A lot of people feel I'm gonna stand on the mountaintop and just shout all my goals to everybody because that's what I'm going to do. And what happens when you don't achieve those goals? Everybody's pointing the finger like you said. Everybody's shaking their finger, but you said. Just go out and do it. See, me, the one thing I tell you, the one goal that I have that I'm going to set for myself, and I'm saying this in front of everybody because, like I said, even though I just said just go do it, the one thing I want to do is make myself. What did I say? I said this earlier. I said to myself earlier. I want to make myself create for myself. I want to be the greatest success that I have. That's what I said. I want to become greatest success. So if it's on weight loss, if it's on business, if it's on helping others, if it's on showing integrity to myself or whatever, I want to become my greatest success story. That is my goal. That is my goal. Now, how can I be the best me? If you have a similar goal or the same goal to become your greatest success story, sit down, write out a plan of how you can become your greatest success story, and start working that plan, man. Start working that plan today. Today. You don't have to wait for January 1st. You're going to keep hearing me say it. I said this all last week. Everybody wants to wait till the new year to roll in and start. No. Start becoming your greatest success story today. I have my own goals. I'm not going to say what they are, but I know what I'm working toward this year. All right. So if this was of value, like, comment, give me some hearts, some smiley faces. Hit that share button. If you're watching this live, appreciate you hopping in here. If you're watching recording, if you're watching recording, appreciate you watching recording. You can still share this thing out. But it starts with integrity, man. It starts be. That is a verb, to be. Become that person that you want to become starting today in 2017. Roll into it with some momentum and get to go achieve the things that you want to achieve. All right, so hey, appreciate you hopping in this live. Thank you so much for attending live. Thank you so much for watching recording. If you stay, make sure you like, comment, and share. And if you enjoyed this, if this was some value of it, really just like I said, I want to talk to the mind and the heart of some people. It's not always strategy. Sometimes you really got to dig down deep because you can have all the information of how-tos. You can have all the how-tos, but if you really don't have the mindset to understand that you can do it, you still won't do it. So this was a value and you enjoyed this. There are several more free tips, strategies, and information over at successwithlyndon.com, as well as you can find more live feeds and stuff like that I've done covering several topics on my other Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/LyndonBritt, the number 2. All right, if you got value, appreciate you hopping in. You all have a blessed and wonderful day. Show some integrity to yourself and become that integrity-giving person for others. All right, y'all have a blessed day.